So I'm 3 months into early retirement, and the stock market has been dropping for about several months now. And as of yesterday, this week, my portfolio is down 12%. My first thought wasn't, oh, the markets fluctuate. Oh, buy the dip, buy the dip, buy the dip, like I used to before. Now I'm like, dude, this sucks. This is horrible timing. And this happened right after I received my financial plan that I paid several $1,000s for from a consultant. And one of the first steps in that plan is to start building up cash reserves for the end of this year and going into year 2 and year 3. So in other words, start reducing some of my positions from the more riskier assets and moving them into more of like a bucket one, more like safety type assets like bonds and income type stocks. I started to do that, and then boom, the market drops. Great timing. Not. So when you're working, the market dropping is great. You don't need the money. It's just you buy when stocks go on sale. It's great to see green, but when they're red, it depends on how red they are. Because now the market isn't opportunity. The market is a huge life risk. I'm retiring on a modest budget. I don't have $1 million, and I've got to make this last likely for the next 30 years for my wife and I. So this is travel, this is lifestyle, this is eating. If I have to go down to noodles, I have to. But this is the first time I really felt a shift emotionally. Before I saw the market drop as an opportunity, because the market always goes up over time. But the thing is, you don't know how long a downtrend will last. There's something called a sequence of returns risk, and I could very possibly be entering into that phase. So that basically means in early retirement, bad markets in early retirement equal a much more dangerous level of risk of returns later in life, because you'd be withdrawing the money as the market is on a downturn. It's like trying to sell your house because you're desperate for cash during a housing crisis. So what's my strategy now? Honestly, it's a mix of patience and prayer. We don't know how long these things will last. Plan is still to slowly build up reserves, but I'm going to have to wait either until this works itself out, or at some point when I'm desperate for cash, which could very likely be toward the end of the year. But right now I'd prefer to be building up the cash reserves. So hopefully when I actually need the money, the market will be on an uptrend. Because if it's not, then I am knee deep in sequence of returns risk. This is the emotional side of retirement planning when you didn't have enough time to plan. I lost my job late last year, and I didn't have time to prepare for early retirement, ideally. And this is something a spreadsheet cannot prepare you for. This is emotional, this is psychological. And that's basically the lesson. The retirement isn't about the math and the equations and the formula. It's about the psychology. Know the plan, you can trust the plan, but actually living in retirement through market drawdowns, it's much more different than actually just planning for it. And the feeling is much worse than you can imagine. So this is the first episode in Fail of the Week in early retirement. And it's a mistake that I made that you don't have to plan better than I did. And that's retirement fail number 1. What a way to kick off the series. And I made the mistake, so you don't have to.